the need to make a short video just to explain, I guess, how I feel and things like that on my current situation and all that. I don't want to speak too loud because honestly, I don't like talking. Hold on. I don't like talking. And things that have been going on in my mind lately. And you know how I feel about things. How I feel about certain people. How I feel about myself. And everything. You know, one thing I have to say right now is that I still have these little cockroaches that creep up on me. And honestly, I'm getting really, really sick of it. Really, really sick of it. Like, I don't want to see another cockroach. I don't want to see any more. I don't want to see another one. I'm so sick of seeing these disgusting little creatures. And you know, I'm mad about it. I'll be honest, I'm mad. I'm starting to get mad. It didn't faze me that much before. Of course, I still have the memory. I still have the memory, and honestly, the trauma. Because it is traumatic experience. It is a traumatic experience. I'm trying to speak from my heart right now. Going through this sort of just disgusting thing. And I'm really angry. I don't understand why these creatures have to come up. They make me very emotional. I wasn't actually going to make this video. I wasn't going to make it until I saw one in my room. And that's when I started to think, you know what? I have to make this video. I have to express how I feel. I can't just hold it inside. And I'm tired of holding things inside, you know? I'm so sick of holding things inside. And that's why, you know, I build up so much stress in my heart, in my stomach, in my body. I hold this heaviness because I hold so much inside, and I'm so different than most people. So I just can't relate to them. And so I hold all my feelings inside. I hold all my thoughts inside and my pain. And I try to accept what I don't like, you know? And then I let it go. But I can't just accept it all the time. Sometimes I need to make a video like I'm making now to express how I feel. I've always had a feeling that something needs to change. I've always had a feeling that something isn't right about maybe the world and my place in it, or what have you. I've always felt that there was an inner power in me, or an inner strength, and so that sort of goes hand in hand with my mental illness sort of thing. But I guess I'm just angry. I'm angry because I don't want to be the person that lies to themselves, I don't want to lie to myself. I want to put out there exactly who I am, what I'm about, how I feel, what I love, what I want, what I approve of, what I disapprove of, my standards and things like that. And I feel dangerous. I feel dangerous because I'm just so strong in my beliefs, I guess. I'm so strong in the way I feel that even when I'm confused about something, I just don't back down. Because there's so many situations that I could put myself in that would make me feel very uncomfortable. And when you've gone through traumatic events, when you've gone through trauma and hysteria and perversion, seclusion, isolation, depression, heartbreaks, ridicule, mockery, revenge, and then the highs and lows, and the highs and the happy times, of course, as well. But in confusion, let's not forget that. You become much more sensitive, and you raise your standards for yourself because you feel like you can only control yourself, and you have an idea of what you want the world to see about you, and then you just never stop until you reach that point. And what can I say? I know I have issues, I know I have problems, but I wasn't gonna make this video. But when I saw that cockroach, I freaked out. Because those things, I want to pretend like they're nice, that they have good intentions, and yes, they have helped me wake up spiritually to a certain extent. But they are ugly creatures. They are very ugly. And I think it mirrors to me back how I feel about society, how I feel about people. And I see these cockroaches, and it just reminds me of what I've been through. It reminds me of what I don't want. It reminds me of what I'm trying to kill. That's what they remind me of. They remind me of what I'm feeding, because they're like parasitical, and it's like a host. It's like a creature, it's like a organism feeding a host, just like what we do in society. We feed the host, and we try to pretend like it's okay, and a lot of the time it is. But we're fooling ourselves if we think that it's gonna last for the long run. And I've always known that, I can't feed the host or, for the long run, and I can't hide from what I hate, hide from what I fear, hide from what makes me feel disgusted. So, I don't know, so that's why, I hold myself to certain standards, and yeah, I know that cockroaches are a part of nature, and they're a part of this world too, but I think that they're here to show me something and other people. And they've done a lot of damage, they've done a lot of harm, and they're toxic creatures. It's not a butterfly, it's not a cat, as disgusting as cats are. Sorry, cat lovers. And no, it's not like I don't. It's not like I don't like cats. I do. It's just that they are pretty disgusting when you think about it. Humans are disgusting when you think about it. I mean, but I'm not trying to. I know that there's, the good in life, that goes along with the bad, and so I'm not trying to say that humans are disgusting, or cats for that matter, but anyways, I'm very disturbed over these little creatures. I've had a lot of trauma in my life regarding people that have really kind of triggered me in negative ways, and I'm away from my father now, and not that my father triggered me negatively, although there have been plenty of times when he did, but I'm just, a crazy girl, and getting away with being crazy has, made me a beautiful, nature-loving, just a beautiful, nature-loving, I guess you could say sexually, mystified woman with kind of a philosophy that maybe isn't quite set in stone. But anyways, that really disturbed me that I saw that little thing. They're really disgusting. It's not, every time I see one, I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. And, I just feel so low about it. I feel like I just want them all to be dead. I feel like they want to be dead. And why would they want to be alive? Why would a disgusting creature, why would a ugly, something that doesn't smell good, doesn't do any favors for humanity, why would we want these creatures to be alive? Besides, for the obvious reason, giving us more ability to understand the truth of things, like good versus bad, and so on and so forth. Love versus hate, trauma, things like that. But anyways, I'm just, I guess, really sad about it and depressed about it. I hope that I don't see these things very rarely, because I hadn't seen them for a very long time, and then as I started to get a little bit more dirty in how I feel, they started to come back. And it just goes back and forth and back and forth. But this time, I'm really going to put in the effort. I know I have such a bizarre way of dealing with life. Like, I don't want to... I'm very much sort of an environmentalist sort of person. Like, whenever I use too much water or use too much electricity or drive my car too far, I do sort of get panicky because I have that environmentalist mindset where it's like my conscience feels like it's being cleared when I'm not using very many resources. And not with eating and things like that. That's not really considered, and that has nothing to do with being an environmentalist. Just using energy, because my conscience and energy that I use go sort of hand in hand. I sort of feel a little bit better when I'm walking instead of driving, or taking short showers instead of taking long ones. I sort of feel like I'm going to get a heart attack if I start to use too much water and things like that, but I'm going to make a bigger effort to really clean after myself and my place here, because I really love nature and I really love the crisp air and the naturey air that is all around us here where I live. And I know other people don't really see it like I do, but for me it's like a diamond ring. Like, I take a lot of love that I feel is through the atmosphere around me. And this I did not feel when I was living at the beach. And now that I'm in a place that's closer to my heart, not perfect, but closer to my heart, I do feel very protective over it. And honestly, I'm willing to risk my life for nature, because I am in love with it. So not with like it in general, but I just feel very much that, I guess, it's a part of my soul, and I don't want to be in a place where I just don't feel compatible with. And these cockroaches and all this stuff is really just kind of telling me, I almost feel like it's telling me that we understand, or it's kind of telling me that, okay, I understand that this is how you feel, but honestly, are you taking it a little too far? Or are you maybe risking something by being so close to something that is close to a state of love, which in a lot of cases, the things that you're most close to by spirit, by soul, you will actually probably end up risking your life with, because we're supposed to be here to help others, to help the world, to help the needy, help the struggling and whatnot. And when you're already something and you're helping it, it does no favors, and it's just a cheap trick, basically. I don't really know if you understand what I'm saying, but it might make sense when you think about it. So, anyways, but other than the whole, disgusting cockroach thing, I just wanted to say that I'm feeling much better. I haven't, I've been away from my boyfriend. I've been sex-free, virgin, and relationship-free for quite a while now. I'm feeling pretty adequate, pretty good. Feeling a little bit weak at times, but all in all, I feel pretty alive, pretty well, pretty spirited. You know, of course, there's the hard times, but I get through those. I try to, you know, and I'm thankful that there are people that help me out by kind words and things like that. They see the beauty in my influence in the world and they appreciate that, so they give back. And I'm glad that they do, because, you know, that's what I'm here for, is to just be myself, be who I want to be. And if that doesn't work for some people, then show me a better way. But nobody has been able to do that, so they've just kind of been jealous. But I don't even think jealousy is the word. I think they've just been kind of like, well, you know, I don't understand why you want to be this way. It's like, well, I don't understand why you want to be the way you are. And so there's just an indifference there. But, yeah. So anyways, it's February now, February 5th. And I am going to work on my video on Capricorn from last time that I didn't do, and Aquarius, which I'm going to make videos for those two energies. And then, the lighting in this camera is actually quite cool. Wait, that's the color of my eyes. It's kind of trippy. Sometimes they change, but see? I have very naturey eyes. That's how you know that why I am the way I am. It's very naturey. So, but anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I'm gonna work on that, work on my Aquarius video and my Capricorn video. And then, you know, hopefully keep it going, keep the momentum there, and I'm gonna, honestly, I know it doesn't matter to the viewers or anything, but in case you are aware of my situation, I just want to let you know, if it does stress you out, that I'm definitely going to take a lot more consideration into cleaning my place up to the best of my ability and make it fresh, make it new, so that I don't have to worry about these disgusting creatures getting involved in my life when I just don't need them. I don't need that stress. I don't need that disturbance. And, you know, I'm going to try to make it easier on myself by putting in that extra work, that effort to make things better in my sanctuary, in my place of worship, if you will. And I'm hopefully going to bring more light into the world in the coming weeks by just being a cleaner, stronger person. And that's my goal. So I just want to let all of you guys know that. Yes, I'm going to fall sometimes. I'm not going to do my best, and I'm going to be weak at times and all that, but I feel like, well, if other people are putting in an effort on this internet realm or on YouTube, then I feel like a lot of people have done some amazing, inspiring things that I've seen, and I'm very appreciative of it. And although I can't relate 100%, I'm very appreciative. And hopefully having that very, very, very minuscule connection over the internet. I like to say very minuscule because it makes it easier to have a conversation, I guess. That I'm gonna put in an effort to be just more of a light worker, or more of just a better person, cleaner, more organized, more aware, stronger, happier, focused, all these things that I'm gonna try to do. Of course, like I said, I'm gonna fail sometimes, but I'm going to put more effort into that. And so other people don't have to deal with any more darkness, any more negativity, any more ugliness, because there's enough of that in the world, and I don't want to help that grow. I want to do the opposite. So that's what my goal is, and I will continue to make that effort. And for those of you who understand, for those of you who know what I mean, cheers. And for those of you who don't, for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, well, it's your life, and do what makes you happy. I'm not going to be happy all the time just because I have a goal, just because I have a mindset, a belief system, and etc. I'm just going to be focused so other people can be what they want to be, And and so that's about all I have to say for today. And I just thought I'd make this short video. Have a nice day. Talk to you later. Bye.